Welcome to our channel. In this episode, we begin our journey towards Scotland. We also show you how our story began with Suzerain.
We started buying as much provisions as possible before setting off. This all then had to fit into our little Mini. She looks small on the outside, but is not so mini on the inside. We mostly stocked up on dry food, such as pasta and rice, stocked up on snacks, filled up the freezer with meat, and bought enough toilet paper to survive another pandemic. This way we don't have to spend too much time going to the shops when we're out sailing. We also decided to get most of the fresh fruit and vegetables from the local shops when we need it.
Then there's the last minute projects that need completing, like climbing up the mast to fit lazy jacks, and whilst I was up there, a radar reflector too. And modifying the mizzen boom to fit with the hydrovane.
After 3.5 years of working and saving, it's finally time to leave.
But it's not as simple as that. The tide and wind direction all need to line up to get out of this river. Our only option was to leave a week earlier and in the middle of the night.
Thankfully we had clear skies and a full moon to help us stay off the sandbanks. While we're off to our first stopover in Isle of Man, let's go to the beginning. It all began in Plymouth, where we found Suzerain untouched for many years, looking quite sorry for herself.
Living up north, we drove 5 hours to Plymouth on the weekends, doing just enough to get Suzerain back in the water. When that day came, things got a bit stressful. It was a 50-50 chance whether we would make it out of the marina due to the tide heights. At first, Suzerain wouldn't move. She was in the mud, so we moved a little deeper, and and she just got out by pushing her way through the thick mud.
We were free at last after months of hard work through winter. Our first sail from Plymouth was absolutely beautiful. Dolphins were joining us, the sun was shining, and Cornwall's epic coastline was blowing us away. We even got around Land's End smoothly.
We stopped over in Milford Haven after our first ever night sail. Things started to get tough from here. At times, we were stationary due to the strong currents in the Irish Sea.
Arriving at Puffin Island was a huge milestone for us. This should have been our last stop before our end destination.
However, this didn't go to plan. We mistimed the tides, and with nowhere to stop, we had to head to Liverpool against the wind and waves.
The next day looked as if nothing had ever happened, so we made our way to the River Ribble. We finally made it to our new home on the River Douglas.
With Suzerain nearby, it made it a lot easier. We could finally transform her into a liveaboard. First on the list was to install a shower. This meant completely gutting the head and rebuilding from there. Next was the saggy, rotten head lining. This is a job I never want to repeat. For some home comforts and long journeys, we installed a fridge and a freezer.
As we like to cook all our meals from scratch, we now needed to find a space for all our spices.
To help with winter, we insulated the V-berth. Lastly, in the interior was the cushions.
We even employed another crew member. Let me introduce you to Heidi, our hydrovan. After all this, we really needed to go out and enjoy the boat, as well as test all the changes we made. By this time, it's been a couple of years since we got her to Douglas. We really needed a break from work and boat jobs, so we decided to head to Peel Island, which is only a few hours away.
That did not go to plan. On our way out, we hit a sandbank. But all we could do was wait for the tide to come back so we could head to the marina.
When the boat finally righted itself, we tried to get out of there by ourselves. However, the wind tried to push us closer to the sandbank, and the boat didn't want to move at all. I was on the phone to the Coast Guards asking for assistance when Rick managed to get us out of the sandbank. We made it back to the marina in the dark early the following morning.
With all that done and dusted, let's catch up to now. We are headed to Isle of Man, which will be our first of many stops on the way to Scotland.
This is Port St. Mary, a great place to stop with good connections to the whole island. Join us next time when we do a bit of exploring on the island. Thanks for watching.